It's based on Mozart's Rondo Alatur, which is really cool. It's really fun. I'm a huge music history nerd, so sorry about that. But yeah, that's really awesome. Hey, we love the talent show because we actually get to see real talented people. Because usually I just hang out by myself. And everybody's like, hey, so just a second. Just making a mental note. Never tell that joke again. It does not get laughs. Okay. So, now, middle school band camp students that were here and have come to both camps, I am going to apologize, you get to hear this twice. But I need to share this because it is...
it's a fantastic story of life. It's like the human experience.
Yeah.
It's a human experience story. It's very like Oscar-worthy. If Tom Hanks did it, he'd win an Oscar.
Yeah, but
picture Tom Hanks.
Picture Tom Hanks.
In a volleyball.
In a volleyball. Accurately, so Tom Hanks had the volleyball. Listen, my only friend in school was also, it wasn't a volleyball, but it was a tennis ball. Big shot. Yeah. We went to prom. It was really cool. So, my parents, shut up. All right. So, my parents wouldn't let me go to band camp. Yeah, I love bands, but we didn't ever have the money to go to band camp. But we had plenty of money to send me to church camp. And by the way, they cost the same, but my parents were like, you're not going to go play that devil music at band camp. And anyway, yeah, go big. And what's funny, my favorite part about that is now of all of my family, I'm the only one that still goes to church. So, go figure. But nothing wrong with church camp. I'm sorry, I'm biased. Not as cool as band camp. But that's because I had a bad experience at the one church camp I went to. I almost died at church camp. Not only did I almost die, but I almost died in a bathroom.
You're probably close to white.
I almost drowned. Twice. Okay, so before you try to figure this out and complete the story on your own, I'm going to start. So, 14-year-old Mr. Hagen, I get stuck going to church camp at Turner Falls. And Turner Falls is out by Davis, Oklahoma. It's actually really close to Falls Creek, which is a bigger camp. My parents thought Baptists were evil, so I wasn't allowed to go to that camp. Again, nothing wrong with Baptist folk. My parents just hated them. So anyway, so we got sent to Turner Falls. And Turner Falls had these dorms. And they weren't like our dorms, which you have a roommate. In these dorms, you had this big room with like 30 bunk beds. And on one side of the room was the way out the door, and on the other side of the room was another door leading to a large bathroom. Okay? So the boys' dorms had 60 beds, 30 bunk beds, and so here we are, stuck in these bunk beds, and we had really bad counselors who didn't actually watch us or take us to any of the things like they were supposed to, because they were too busy hanging out with their girlfriend. It was weird. So anyway, and it was one of those summers where every day was like 98, 99, 100 degrees. And I am a hairy white guy. You know this. You can see this. My arms have a comb over. Okay? So, anyway, I'm like gross hot, which I hate. And so the second day of church camp, some of my friends decided we were going to break one rule, which is bad.
Yeah, this is what happens when you break rules.
This is what happens when you break rules. You almost drown in a bathroom. Twice. Well, only once. But I almost drowned twice, but only once in the bathroom. So, to clarify. So anyway, what we did was we stuck a rock in the bottom door latch when the counselor wasn't looking, so that whenever he made us all go outside all day and stay in the heat, we would wait until they left, him and his girlfriend left the door. Yeah. And then we would all sneak back into the air-conditioned building so we could cool off. And we were just going to sit in there and play cards. We didn't do anything stupid. But we didn't want this, like, our counselor's not taking us to things, it's hot, we're miserable, this isn't fun, we hate this. So let's at least go be in the air conditioning. Anyway, so we wait. Counselor's girlfriend sneaks in after we're all supposed to leave. We wait a while, then they both sneak back out. They weren't supposed to have girls, but you know, whatever. But our counselor was a jerk. So anyway, they leave, and then we sneak back in. No big deal. We go, we sit down on the floor, we're sitting there playing cards, we're playing all sorts of different card games. Texas Hold'em, card stuff, we like Go Fish. You know, we're just playing games, being dumb, having fun with cards, which, by the way, at the church camp was a sin. We weren't allowed to have it. Cards are sinful. I'm not making that up. My parents would not let me have a deck of cards. Now, I get them for Christmas. I don't know why it changed, but 90s Christian parents were the most Christian of Christian parents. We had no fun. None. Jesus had more fun than 90s Christian kids. Okay? So, anyway, we're sitting there playing cards, having a good time, and then all of a sudden, we hear the door start to unlock. We're like, oh no, the counselor's coming back in. So, we all run into the bathroom. We go hide in the stalls and we sit on the toilets with our feet up so that if they come in to check, they don't put them in individual stalls, we won't get caught. Because we're not supposed to be in there. So anyway, we hear, instead of the counselor coming in and checking the bathroom, the counselor comes in, notices the door to the bathroom is locked or unlocked. He goes, shh. We are locked in the bathroom. It is 9 a.m. and we're locked in the bathroom. So anyway, he goes out, no big deal. We're sitting there going, okay, I think we're good. We go to open the bathroom door. Oh no. There were other doors, but there are no windows. So we tried all the other doors and they're all locked. So I'm like, well, dang. So we're sitting in their bathroom. And my friend John he's going crazy because he's locked in the bathroom and can't take it. Like, we're all fine. It's like, whatever, it's still cold in here. It kind of smells. But it's cold, you know? So my friend John starts kicking the door. Like, that's gonna unlock it. It's a deadbolt. He's not even kicking on the deadbolt. He's just kicking the door. And it's a steel door. He's an idiot. No, you're wrong. So John's an idiot. John's kicking, and then he misses when he's kicking the door, and he hits a pipe right next to the door, and the pipe breaks, and it starts shooting water, and we're like, now we're all 14. I don't know how to plumb. I'm not a plumber at 14. Now, I would have, as an adult, I would have been able to go, oh, oops, we'll have to turn the water off at that valve right over there. And then the rest of the story would have been boring. But we didn't know about the valve. I had never worked in that. I didn't know how to turn water off when I was 14. All right? So we were panicking. So So all of a sudden we're like, it's okay, it's gonna be fine. The water will drain down the drain in the floor. It's good. It was clogged. So after about 10 minutes, we're up to our ankles in water. The water's not draining, and it keeps coming in. And we're like, what are we gonna do? I mean, we're gonna get kicked out of camp. But, like, we can't do anything about it. So we all think, here's the idea. We're gonna take our shirts off, wad them up, and cram them in this pipe. That'll stop the water. Again, 14. All right. Done. 14. Yeah. So we're panicking. We're sitting there in our shorts, and like all of our shirts are off. We're jamming shirts up this pipe, and they just keep like flying out when the pressure builds up. And we're like, this isn't working. And within about an hour, we're waist deep with water. So it's about 10 a.m. Our shirts are like, we're soaked. It's freezing cold because the water's not like hot water. It's cold water. So we're like shivering. It's cold, and so we're like, this is it. And I have this woman. And so within about 2 hours, the water's about up to here on me. And so we go stand on the toilets because we're about to drown. I can't swim. Okay? To this day, I can't swim. Terrified of water. I cannot. Oh wow. I cannot swim. I cannot swim. I'm terrified of water, and it's because of church camp. So anyway, I'm sitting there going, my youth pastor is going to find my dead body in a bathroom and is going to have to tell my mom that I was playing cards. So, anyway, we're sitting there, and finally, we're freaking out. We're like, I tell you, I can say that this was the most I've ever prayed in my entire life. And all of us were just like, please God, I swear, we'll never play cards again. I have not gambled one time in my life. I have kept that going. But, so anyway, we're up to, now we're like up to our chest deep while standing on the toilet. The water is probably this high, so it's almost to the last 2 feet of the door. And then all of a sudden we hear, click. And some poor schmuck opened that door. The four of us in that bathroom hightail it out. We have no idea who that person was. It could have been a youth pastor, it could have been a counselor, it could have been another kid who just needed to go to the bathroom in the air conditioning. We don't know, we don't care. We ran out, and then we went to the church service that they were about to have before we had lunch, soaking wet. And they were like, did you go swim? You're not supposed to swim. And I was like, no, somebody sprayed us with a hose. So we lied right before church. Perfect time, because you can always pray for forgiveness. Then, so anyway, by the way, my mom still does not know this story.
A happy birthday with this story. You start Googling some phone numbers.
Yeah, so if you're in Moore, Oklahoma, and you go to the Dollar Tree, you might meet my mom. Please don't tell. Because she'll think it's funny, and don't let her make fun of me. Alright, so that happens, and we're like soaking wet. The floor of the dorm for the rest of camp was, because there's carpet. And everybody's like, why is the floor wet? We're like, we don't know. That's so weird. It must have rained in here. We don't know. Mind you, like 4 of the beds that were in the right in front of that vacuum door, all their stuff got stuck. Like they had to sleep on a wet mattress for the rest of camp. And we totally were like, I don't know. That's so weird. I don't know how that happened. So on the last day, the day before the last day, I decided they let us go into Falls Creek. They let us all go to the creek. And the creek is only about 4 feet deep. And it's cleared of wildlife, so it's safe. So I go out and I start wading in the water, you know. I'm out there in the water. I get to about, you know, I'm shorter than, I was 14, so I was probably about this tall. And so I get to about, you know, chest deep. And I'm sitting there, I don't have glasses on, because I was wearing glasses at the time. So I couldn't really see anyway. And I'm just chilling out, and then all of a sudden, my vision goes black. I go blind. I'm not making this up. My vision goes black, and then I open my eyes, and I'm on the grass outside the medical tent with this giant gash on my forehead. Some jerk skipped a rock while there's 300 campers in the creek.
Wow.
And it hits me.
Wow.
Somebody, again, I don't know who, but somebody pulled me out of the water. I don't, because what's weird is the only scar that I have that shows really well is this one on my ear from whenever I ran into a kitchen table. I don't know why this much. I was little, the table was head height, I slipped on the floor and went, and then my ear almost came off. Like this, like I almost cut off this part of my ear. But I did get that scar. There's a whole bunch of times where I was like, man, that would have been a cool story, but instead I don't have a scar. But I did bleed a lot. And so they patched me up, and I had a terrible headache, and then they were like, and so on the last day I had this like splitting headache with a bandage around my head like I was a Civil War veteran. And I had almost drowned twice. And then my youth pastor was like, so did you guys have fun? And I was like, absolutely not. And I never went back to church camp again. So that's the moral of the story. Don't break rules. Don't break rules at church camp because God will smite you with water.
I like to think, this is an NCU universe movie. I know who it is. But I like to think that the child, I want to say it's a kid. Thank you. I like to pretend that it was a kid that saved your life. Okay? Because this is like a really, like I said, a conflict of life story. Like, so the kid opens the door and saves your life. Okay, as he is being bombarded by toilet water.
Baptized, if you will.
And the bare torso of the 14-year-old are smacking him in the face. As the water rushes over him, he catches a glimpse of your face, and it gets burned into his mind. And he's like, oh, this, he just wants revenge. So the rest of the camp, he's just like scouring the camp for a little 14-year-old Hagen, like, I'm gonna kill this kid. And then he sees him in the creek, and he's like, I got it. I'm gonna finish the job. And then he becomes like your administrator or something.
Yeah. That was my principal.
That is a harrowing story.
Yeah, so literally, I've literally never come that close to death again.
Yeah.
But it was church camp. So that's a moral of the story. Don't break rules, because you might die in toilet water.
Yeah. All right, let's get on with the show.